Hey everyone. And so, on top of the other videos I already had laid out for this week, there is one more to help lead it off on what may be the one with this franchise on the marquee this year, but it's rightfully, arguably, the most anticipated the franchise has been, and since No Way Home. So, let's talk about the main trailer and give my thoughts and reaction on Deadpool and Wolverine coming to who theaters on July 26th. So LFG, my friends. Building upon what was done in the last previews, even the previous movies as well, we get to see more and more of the core plot as described by both the stars as well as director Sean Levy, who Ryan's worked with before, or as, in a sense, like one that's also a comic film and like a road movie. It's basically been called, well, imagine if these characters were playing trains and automobiles and not too far off the mark, I mean, at all, as it's a mismatch that can all be played comedically but also dramatically, where here, here Wade is unapologetically a crude and not above of putting someone 6 feet under. Or Logan, or at least this variant of him, is thrust into a role that he was, by his own admission, one he never expected or wanted. But still, I'm also liking other Easter eggs that are in there, which I guess are at least personally are technically not spoilers if they're in there. I mean, we have the alley they're walking out through is full of Easter eggs, like the Copperhead's brand of malt. I mean, Liefeld's Just Feet. I mean, referencing the co-creator of this character and how he is not exactly the best at, drawing that section of the body. He, yeah. And even more her potentially harrowing. I mean, that they're using what appears to be Ant-Man or a variation of him as a base in one timeline, and it's definitely really leaning into multiverse aspect, and also could offer an explanation for what has been happening and what will happen for other parts of the franchise, since I know a lot of it has been building up towards how they're going to bring in these characters as well as other mutants to the franchise, as with many of the previous outings retroactively being part of Phase Zero, so to speak. But it'll have to be interesting to see where this leads, and also how the change he made in other timelines, least of all unloading his weapon into Weapon X1, how that's going to play into this. Yeah. I will also note that that knowledge just seemed to corroborate what I've been skimming about other variants of Wade being in this film. But also seems to suggest that at least to one of the film's timelines are going to be going through. Yes, the events of Logan still happened at least by some of the images where Logan looking over what appears to be a resting place for his comrades, and what I think might be Caliban, or at least a variant of him. I'm not certain if it's the same actor under all that makeup, but does resemble him and use a version of his comic psychic powers as well. I mean, and that's definitely what I'm not just eager to see basic things like finally getting like a comic accurate super suit, but also just seeing a lot of ideas that were proposed before or the Fox merger being implemented now after me, which is was always kind of interesting to me to see how like the business side of work can influence the artistic side of such. I mean, Which mean like one of the set pieces appears to be what's left of the original 20th Century Fox logo, oh, being buried, and we've had a lot of other members being confirmed, as well as other people, least of all the original one for our Juggernaut, Vinnie Jones, declining for health reasons, which is fine by me. Even with him, with the variant and these ones having something naughty be done with on the piece of pool equipment, I prefer the version in the second movie anyway. I cannot say for certain I'll be there opening day, but opening weekend is definitely a priority. I mean, likewise, much like I've been doing with DC, given how a lot of their pre-reboot material is now being retroactively seen as Elseworlds. I'll also be looking at some pre MCU Marvel material that I have not looked at yet, some of which is famous and others are quite infamous. Gotta wait and see what they are though. And that'll be all for now. I will see you soon with my thoughts and reaction on the reveal of the upcoming Transformers 1. So let's fudging go this July. Mm.